સંધાન ઓલ ગુજરાત ઇન્ટિગ્રેટેડ ક્લાસરૂમ
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
ગુડ આફ્ટરનૂન ફ્રેન્ડ્સ. આજે આપણે ફરીથી અહીંયા સંધાન પરિવારમાં ભેગા થયા છે. હું સંજય પટેલ આપ સૌનું મેથેમેટિક્સ ગ્રુપ વતી સ્વાગત કરું છું. આજે આપણી વચ્ચે ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટીના રિટાયર્ડ પ્રોફેસર ડૉક્ટર IH શેઠ ઉપસ્થિત છે સ્ટુડિયોમાં, અને જે આપણને SY BSc લેવલે જે નવો ચોઇસ બેઝ ક્રેડિટ સિસ્ટમનો જે સિલેબસ ઇન્ટ્રોડ્યુસ થયો છે આ વખતે સેમેસ્ટર સિસ્ટમમાં, એમાં જે લિનિયર એલ્જિબ્રા જેવા જટિલ સબ્જેક્ટ કે જે સામાન્ય રીતે વિદ્યાર્થીઓને તકલીફ પડતી હોય છે એને એ સરળ સ્વરૂપમાં સમજાવશે અને આપણે સૌ એનો લાભ લઈએ એવી મારે તમને વિનંતી છે. તો હું શેઠ સાહેબને વિનંતી કરું કે એ આપણને સૌને લિનિયર એલ્જિબ્રા ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન ટુ વેક્ટર સ્પેસ કરીને એમના આપણે 4 લેક્ચર ગોઠવ્યા છે એના વિશે તમને રસપ્રદ માહિતી પ્રાપ્ત થશે. સર, શેઠ સાહેબ.
Friends, today we are going to study linear algebra. Apart from various branches of mathematics, linear algebra is useful in physics, statistics, chemistry, economics, operational research, computer science, etc. Before we give definition of a vector space, we take two illustrations. We see the first illustration on screen. If R denotes the set of real numbers and n is a positive integer, then we know that Rn is the set of all real n tuples x is equal to x1, x2, xn, where xi belongs to R, 1 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n. To construct an algebra on Rn, we have to define equality, addition and multiplication. And we define addition in this way. If x is equal to n tuple x1, x2, xn and y is equal to n tuple y1, y2 and yn belonging to Rn, then we define equality. Equality we define in this way, that we say that x is equal to y if xi is equal to yi for 1 less than I less than or equal to n. We define addition, x plus y is equal to x1 plus y1, x2 plus y2 and xn plus yn. And we define multiplication with real number alpha. Alpha x is equal to alpha x1, alpha x2 and alpha xn. Now, if x is a n tuple x1, x2, xn, then x1 is called first coordinate, x2 is called second coordinate, and in general xi is called the ith coordinate. Thus, our definition of equality is coordinate wise, definition of addition is also coordinate wise, and definition of multiplication with real number is also coordinate wise. For example, the vector 1, 2, 3, 5 belongs to R4, and if you take the vector y is equal to 0, 1, then this vector belongs to R2. Now, with this definition of equality, addition and multiplication, they satisfies the following properties. First, x plus if x, y, z are n tuples, that means belongs to R, Rn, and alpha and beta are two real numbers, then they satisfies the following properties. The first is x plus y is equal to y plus x, which we know as commutative property. Second is x plus y plus z is equal to x plus y plus z, which we call associative property. Third, if we define this vector theta is equal to n tuple with all 0, 0, 0, then we get the property x plus theta equal to theta plus x is equal to x. The fourth property, that if we take this vector x is equal to x1, x2, xn, then define x dash is equal to minus x1, minus x2 and minus xn, and we get x plus x dash is equal to x dash plus x is equal to c. That means existence of z identity vector and existence of inverse vector. Fifth property, now we talked about the multiplication with real numbers. Alright, then we get alpha x also belongs to Rn. Sixth property, alpha plus beta into x is equal to alpha x plus beta x. Seventh property, that alpha into x plus y is equal to alpha x plus alpha y. Eighth property, alpha into beta x is equal to alpha beta x. And ninth property, 1 into x is equal to x. And one property I should write down in the beginning, that x plus y also being an n tuple, x plus y also belongs to Rn. So this is our first illustration, and this in this definition of addition and multiplication, alright, this is Rn satisfies this property. Now let us take our illustration 2. Suppose C and 0 denote the set of all real value continuous functions defined on closed interval 0, 1. In higher secondary as well as in our first year course, we have studied continuous functions and the properties of continuous functions. Again, to construct an algebra, we define equality f equal to g if f t equal to gt for every t in the closed interval 0. We define the addition f plus g t equal to f t plus g t, and with the multiplication with real number, alpha f t is equal to alpha times f t for all alpha belonging to 0, 1. With this property, with this definition of equality, addition and real multiplications with real numbers, alright, if we replace here x, y, z by the function f, g, h, then all the 10 properties are satisfied. We can give so many other examples of satisfying these properties. So question comes in our mind, should we study all these systems individually, or should we take some common properties and take this common property as axioms and derive the results logically? The first, there are two advantages in this logical system, logical thinking. The first is that any result derived logically is applicable to all our systems. And second is very important, is that sometimes some hidden property which we cannot get directly, we can get it with the help of axioms and logical deduction. Now we take our third illustration and we can see that, okay. And now I take the third example and again I can show you. Let P be the set of all polynomials with real coefficients. That is all f t where f t is equal to alpha 0 plus alpha 1 t plus alpha k t raised to k. Here alpha 0, alpha 1, alpha k, they are called the coefficients, corresponding coefficients of the polynomial f t. If alpha k is not equal to 0, then we say that degree of the polynomial f t is k. Now, we know that every polynomial is a continuous function. That means, p becomes a subset of C01. And so, all the properties, all right, in the definition of equality, addition and scalar multiplication, this set P also satisfies all the properties, 10 properties. Now, we take one more example and then we come to our definition. Let us define by Pn the set of all polynomials f t for which degree of f t is less than or equal to n. For example, if you take f t is equal to 1 minus 2 t plus 3 t square minus 4 t cube, then this polynomial belongs to P3. Since its degree is less than or equal to 4, we can say that it belongs to P4 also. That means, we have a sequence P1 is contained in P2, is contained in Pn, is contained in Pn plus 1 and so and contained in C01. This will be useful when we come to the notion of a subspace. Again, Pn being a subset of C01, all right, this is all the 10 properties are satisfied here. So, we generalize, all right, this is, and what we get is the notion of a vector space, that is our definition 1, you can see on the screen. Let V be a non-empty set and R the field of real numbers. The elements of V we denote by x, y, z, u, v, w and call them vectors, and elements of R by alpha, beta, gamma and call them scalars. We say that V is a vector space over the field R if there are two operations, right? One is called vector addition and second is called scalar multiplication, which we denote by plus and dot respectively, which satisfies the following properties. First, for all x vectors x, y belonging to V and alpha, beta belonging to R, x plus y belongs to V. X plus y is equal to y plus x, that means it is a commutative operation, it is associative operation, existence of fourth property say existence of identity element, fifth property says that existence of inverse for each vector. Now, sixth property, alpha dot x is also an element of V, and regarding addition, alpha dot x plus y is equal to alpha dot x plus alpha dot y, and alpha plus beta dot x is equal to alpha dot x plus beta dot y, and alpha dot beta dot x is equal to alpha beta dot x equal to beta into alpha dot x, and 1x is equal to x. In school, all right, we have studied that R is a field. Similarly, under usual addition and multiplication. Similarly, all right, the set of complex number is also a field under usual addition and multiplication. So, in general, we can study a complex vector space also, but we will restrict our study to a real vector space. Now, we can say that set Rn, set C01, set P and set Pn, they are all our vector spaces. Now we first derive our some elementary properties of a vector space, and that we can see as a theorem 1. Let V be a real vector space, and for x, y, z belonging to V and alpha belonging to R, the first property x plus y equal to x plus z implies y equal to z. That is as a cancellation law. 0 vector is unique, inverse vector of a vector addition is unique, minus 1 into x is equal to minus x. Now, here actually our operation is alpha dot x, but for simplicity, all right, instead of alpha as alpha x. So, the 1 into x is equal to minus x, then alpha 0 into x is equal to 0 vector. For any real number alpha, alpha into 0 vector equal to 0 vector, and alpha into x equal to 0 vector implies either alpha equal to 0 or x is equal to 0. I will prove only 1 or 2 properties before you. First, let us take cancellation law. Our cancellation law says that for vector x plus y plus z, if x plus y equal to x plus z, then we have y equal to z. Now, x is a given vector, and so by the axiom 4, we have a vector x dash, so that x dash plus x equal to x dash plus x is equal to 0 vector. Pre-addition on this equation by x dash, we get x dash into x plus y equal to x dash plus x plus z.